host of the Gridiron.
It's just we got Illuminor. I think we're paying him like $7 million a year, right? I mean, I think this year coming up is his last year, right? Then we got, Evan Neal supposed to be a tackle. He's a first round pick, right? We're paying the other guy we just brought in, the swing tackle, who apparently is kind of inconsistent or whatever. We're paying him, $6 million a year. Then we got Andrew Thomas. Why do we have so many tackles that were, you go out and you bring that one guy in, right? The free agent. Does this mean that maybe something's going on here with Evan Neal? We're going to, why do we have, right? We're gonna be doing something with Mr. Neal here. Is he going to be possibly maybe? The other thing is I did see. It was just somebody wrote an article, obviously, right? And then people like me read the articles, but like the Giants were trying to maybe take a dive into the guard market and free agency, right? Now they could also bring GVR back too, right? Because he would be on the cheap. But we could use a right guard, right? So I'm saying, we brought in a swing tackle, right? I mean, on the active roster, how many tackles do you have? You only got, I think, only 3, right? And if we actually have, like maybe a Zudu on the 53, right? He can also get moved out there to tackle as well too. So I'm just kind of wondering, it's like, if we have all these tackles and they just went out in free agency and brought in a swing tackle, what's that make of Evan Neal, right? So they're going to maybe actually try to put him in a guard and see what it goes on there. Might he have a chance maybe to get to become the right guard for the Giants? Because you figure their offensive line, right? We got Thomas, right? We got Runyon Jr., right? John Michael Schmitz, and we got Illuminor. Right, so we need that guard. So who's that going to be? Is that going to be Evan Neal? Very, very interesting. Kind of makes you think. So that's day one in the books. You're not sure how much, what the Giants are going to be doing as far as because you figure if they're paying. Obviously you don't know how the money's working out and all and everything. Like Adebo, right? He's averaging $18 million a year. What's his cap hit this season? Slayton's averaging $12 million a year. What's his cap hit for this season? These other guys we brought in are averaging like $5-6 million a year, right? So if you figure between, that's at least between all the guys we brought in today, we basically dished out like at least $40 million a year between these guys that we brought. So what are their cap hits for this season, right? It'd be interesting to see if Shane, extends anybody's contracts, reworks them at all. We're going to be letting go, maybe, just saying, Gano. I've seen obviously some reports, maybe Singletary might go. Who knows, right? Going to let go of Nacho. Who knows? To free up some extra cap space. But of course, obviously, the biggest thing that we're all waiting on is who's going to be that quarterback. Who the Giants are going to take a flyer on quarterback? I saw Darnold. I don't know, man. It's like, so the Seahawks let Geno Smith go, and they brought in Darnold. Wow. Okay. All right. No. All right. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So we'll have to wait and see, what the Giants might have doing in free agency. But, quite possibly, right? As far as the quarterback, quite possibly you can bring in some type of a veteran. Is that veteran going to be, somebody up here as far as money wise, or we're going to get on the lower end of the scale, right? And of course, then we have to wait for like another month and a half for the draft to pop up. See what the Giants might have doing there, but you figure at least for training camp anyway, the Giants are going to need 4 quarterbacks, right? We got 1, Right, so we're going to need three. Now, obviously, one of them could be like somebody like a Tim Boyle or somebody like that. But we're going to need to draft somebody, quite possibly a quarterback, and get somebody on the free agent market. So that's what to look for. Maybe tomorrow. Will the Giants finally get their quarterback? We'll have to wait and see who that might be. All right, Drew. Good talking to you, brother. Good talking to you. All right, so. Whoever spends any time listening to me live, thank you. Or if anybody's going to spend any time watching the replay, this once again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. As always, you guys stay safe out there and go Giants! Woo! Oh, yeah.